Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to you, Archeums, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson, willing it edifying. Right, so here it is. It says in this article, France to punish criticism of the M to the R to the N to the E, right? Waters, right? So I'll just speaking in parables, because the algorithms, especially upon this topic, right? It's a France, a nation that likes to boast about to approach to libertarian free speech, has passed a law through the National Assembly on Valentine's Day that appears to impose severe penalties on those who criticize the that waters. Right? Another article. So France criticism of the waters will be punishable in the future if a new criminal offense in France could in future land people in prison who encourage people to withhold appropriate medical treatment. According to science, the law was pushed through the National Assembly on Wednesday. Critics call the law Article FISA, right? So basically what it's saying, that you would be placed in prison, right? Um, yeah, if you encouraging persons not to take their waters, but hey, that is it. The scripture says never trust your enemy, right? Since when this is so important for you to take, and a lot who didn't take it, they still survived, they're still alive, they're still healthy, but with all the doctors, they show this is something not good, and we have been telling the people don't take this, from the moment it came out, don't take this, right? It's so without much attention, a law was passed in France on Wednesday that could criminalize resistance of the water treatment. So all who would resist it, right, the law was passed that they would be criminalized, right? Because basically this is to show you that as they executing the agenda and they're putting unrighteous decrees in place for those who wouldn't go down with the system the way they want you to operate and move towards their agenda. It's anyone who advises against the waters or other medical treatment that are obviously suitable for treatment based on the current state of medical knowledge can in the future be imprisoned in France for up to 3 years or receive a fine up to 45,000 euros. Hey, read this one. France criticism of the waters will be punishable in the future. A new criminal offense in France could in future land people in prison who encourage people to withhold appropriate medical treatment. According to science, the law was pushed through the National Assembly on Wednesday. Married down without much attention, a law was passed. I'll read it. A law was passed in France on Wednesday that could criminalize resistance to the treatment. Anyone who advises against the waters or medical treatment that are obviously suitable for treatment based on the current state of medical knowledge, well, basically it says the same thing just as it. So, you know, and let's get into the scriptures. The book of Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, because that is an unrighteous decree. You know, the scripture speaks of the herbs. You know, right here. Let's see here. There's a particular scripture. I'll be able to find it later on. You know, I'll be able to find it later on. It would come to my head, you know, Lord willing. It's a one to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, so this is something that they put into operation. They prescribe this as an unrighteous decree. That is why they would be protesting, you know. So basically you saying people don't have an option but to take this devil water, you know, which messed up a lot of you, because according to the Georgia Guidestone, their aim is to reduce the population to 500 million. So with them coming now with unrighteous decrees and these type of laws, they would make you having no choice but to take their poison. You know, they're boxing you in to take their poison, and it would be all upon you. The blame would be upon you, not on them. Didn't they say they didn't advise anyone to take the waters, you know, after they realize how much damages, how much deaths, you know, how much medical difficulties a lot of people went through by taking it. It said to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people. Yeah, because that way doing it, taking away the people so said the rights, right? The widows that may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, right. I'm gonna get here. Look at Micah, Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. It said, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Yeah. So just as iron rusts, so is his wickedness. You can't trust him. Although he wanna come with his smooth words, this here is the treatment. You know, you have a 80-90% possibility, you know, not contracting. Hey, these they really are the devil. Because here it is, they said concerning these waters that, you know, although you take all these boosters, you could still have a chance of still getting the virus, you know. So what sense would it make? But his agenda is to depopulate, right? His agenda is to depopulate, and so far his drugs and thing has been doing its work, right? Okay here, Micah chapter 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, and also destruction upon unto them. Right? It says, when the morning is light, they practice it. Yeah, so they have it had the big pandemic, you know, with the COVID-19. when it came out, and they just quickly came up with the suicide cure, this treatment, and look what went on. A lot of people deleted, a lot of people left with medical problems, you know, and what shit is the one they look to pass a law in France. Once you're resisting it, you would be criminalized. Isn't this man not the devil? Let's see, because it is in the power of their hand. So they in the power seat, right? So they would set up the unrighteous, decrees, and put it into law that you would have to follow it. So if you don't, you would be thrown into prison. You would be, criminalized, right? So at the end of the day, they get what they want, and either way you're dead. Either way you're in a messed up position, because when you take it, the side effects would bring dire dire stuff onto you. And if you don't, you would be in a position where you would have to pay 45,000, or you end up in prison for X amount of years. Right? So they just boxing you in. That's why I speak about the leader trap privilege. Right. Because Psalms chapter 64 and 5. Right? It say they encourage themselves in an evil matter, because this here is a real evil plan, don't matter, because they know they would get a lot more people to take it, and a lot more people would be deleted, right? With the poison that the conjure up, for the people. It's in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. So they constantly, um, um, you know, hey, the scripture say he's carried out a deep search. His heart is deep. So them commune, they speak amongst themselves. Right, that's why I speak about um the day that I always forget that precept, but it was talking about um yes right, I believe it's the same Micah 2, right? Right. When it say wanted them a device iniquity, device goes into plan to, let me get that in the blue letter Bible. Bear with me. Okay, and into the interliner for the word device. Right?
Strong's H2803. Chashav.
It's to think, to plan, to esteem, to calculate, to invent, to imagine, to count, to devise, mean, to charge, to impute. Yeah, so they wanted them that devise, that plan iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And that's this going back into they coming together, around the summit, the summit table, planning the thing together. What is we next move? What is we next, plan upon depopulating the people? Because that way you do, the scriptures say, the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked, and while he sleep not, if he cause some to fall. Oh my God, that. right? The book. Proverbs 4:16 say, for they sleep not, right? They have done, yeah, except they have done mischief. So they don't get a good night's rest unless they come up with some plan to prosecute the poor, to bring death. Because the scripture say he is as death and is as hell. Right? Habakkuk chapter 2. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness. Isn't that not eating the bread of wickedness? Bringing in these laws to oppress the people and drink the wine of violence. So more and more they show the fangs. Right? So back at the let's see, Psalm 68. Psalm 64, I think, right? Psalm 64, so like Psalm 64 and 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Right? They search out iniquities. Yeah. Right? They search out, you know, constant, sins, wickedness. They accomplish a diligent search. So just as they commune amongst themselves, uh, they do it diligently, right? And they would set up the test runners, you know, to see how the people are agreeing with it, everything, they carry out a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Yeah. So they ain't no now comma, they experienced with wickedness, you know, bringing terror onto people and oppressing the poor man, right? Let me see if I get anything to bring out again. I'll close off. Let's see. Yeah. Right, I'll close off for this. Sirach 38:4. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had created medicines out of the earth, which is herbs, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right? Not these pharmakia and witchcraft and potions they're making for you. But hopefully this lesson was edifying. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai always. Salute to you, Archeums. Until the next one, Shalom.